What is social engineering? Social engineering is used for various malicious activities accomplished through human interactions. Social engineering often begins with gaining access to an email or another communication account on a social network, chat, or forum platform. What are the 5 types of social engineering? Social engineering is a term that encompasses a broad spectrum of malicious activity. Let's focus on the 5 most common attack types that social engineers use to target their victims. These are phishing, pretexting, baiting, quid pro quo, tailgating. What does phishing mean? Phishing is a scam by which an email user is duped into revealing personal or confidential information, which the scammer can use illicitly. Be mindful of emails that ask you to click a link or give personal information. What is pretexting in social engineering? Pretexting is a social engineering technique that manipulates victims into divulging information. A pretext is a made-up scenario developed by threat actors to steal a victim's data. In pretexting, the attacker assumes the guise of a manager, customer, reporter, or even a coworker's family member. Using a fake identity, they create a believable scenario that elicits the target to give away sensitive information or perform an action they would not normally do for a stranger. What is social engineering baiting? A type of social engineering attack where a scammer uses a false promise to lure a victim into a trap which may steal personal and financial information or inflict the system with malware. What is social engineering quid pro quo? Quid pro quo is a social engineering attack where a hacker promises a profit in exchange for information that can later be used to steal money, data, or take control of a user account on a website. What is an example of a quid pro quo attack? A very common example of a quid pro quo attack is a hacker calling a target and pretending to provide technical assistance for common issues like slow Wi-Fi speed. When the target accepts the assistance, he/she is asked to share some kind of personal and confidential information in return. What is social engineering tailgating? In these types of attacks, someone without the proper authentication follows an authenticated employee into a restricted area. The attacker might impersonate a delivery driver and wait outside a building to get things started. If you are social engineered, access may be gained to your private information or valuables. In cybercrime, these human hacking scams tend to lure unsuspecting users into exposing data, spreading malware infections, or giving access to restricted systems. Consequences: theft and exploitation. So be mindful. Always think before you share your information. Education is key. Together we get better.